With Swift Transportation. I'm Tabby Moritz, and we have special guest stars ZZ Top.
Yeah!
Wetbeard.
What's up, guys? It's Friday.
Friday.
We did it.
Finally.
We made it.
We made it.
Yep. I'm Joran Bean.
I'm Tina Brewster.
Yep. We got a lot going on today, right, Joran?
Absolutely, Tina.
Yes, and please take a good look at what you see here in front of you right now, because
we're shaving this one next year, guys. We're shaving this one. Get your money saved up.
Tina's next. Man, we have been gearing up for this. This has been a long time coming.
Absolutely.
Not just Driver Appreciation Week, but watching Joran get all of his hair shaven off.
That's right.
Everything's going to go. And it's been for a great cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's all for Swift Charities. Hey, thank you for everybody who's been donating.
Yep.
Joran, where are we right now with donations?
We're just shy of $6,500, but it's still open. So
It's still-
from
it's
last
not
minute
too late.
donations, we don't know who's
Not-
doing it. Highest
not
bidder
too
gets to
late.
shave my fat head, so you still got a chance to put some money in there.
Yeah, that's right. And so we're going to be shaving you live in the tent today.
In about
35 minutes.
About
Yeah.
35 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Excited about that. And man, we've had a big week.
Gosh,
Yeah,
there have
yeah.
been so many things. We've been packed full.
Right.
All
We
week long.
started on Monday. We had a truck reveal with our first responders truck
That was fantastic.
during 9/11. That was great.
Yep.
And then we talked to Adam and Jim and Mark, hearing about all the initiatives that are going on at
That's
Swift.
right. That's right.
We've been doing the truck previews every day. We've had
Ooh,
Tim on.
those are fun.
He's coming on today, and he's actually going to do the Kenworth today.
We're
gonna do the
all
Kenworth.
excited about
Yeah.
the K-Dub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's going to be great. And then we also, here in the tent, we've had WebMD came up here and talked a little bit with us about some things
right,
going
that's
on.
right.
Some information for drivers to get healthy on the road, which is really cool.
We had our safety teams join us. We have
Yep.
a couple different lines of businesses were able
Yep.
to come up and talk about how things are going on.
Right.
They did the live with our executives. That was pretty cool.
Last
was
night,
cool.
that's right. We had
Yeah.
good Q&A. Payroll has this new cool tool,
Yeah,
right, for
you can
instant
text,
chat.
you can text payroll at any time, and they'll respond to you about any payroll questions that you have, which is a super cool
Very convenient.
thing for our drivers. Yeah, and we talked about our rewards, driver rewards programs that we have got going on, all kinds of things. So
Yeah.
if you missed it, you can find it on YouTube and just watch it on YouTube.
All of the socials.
All of the
All of the
socials.
socials.
All of
Yes.
the socials.
So, okay, another recap are the driver gifts. We got to talk
Right.
about the driver gifts.
That's
It's
right.
still not too late. If you have not yet made it to any of your terminals, please try to get in there, get your driver gift. What do we have here?
This is a front seat organizer, so you can put it in the passenger seat and put all of your, really cool stuff in there. And then we're also putting the flow codes in there as well, which has a ton of information. So if you're looking for anything, like if I want to know about my truck and what's going on, I just click on that flow code for equipment, and I can learn about, what's happening, in Volvo, KW, whatever it is. All that information is right here on these flow codes.
If you haven't played with the flow codes, you're missing out. Tons of information
Yeah.
in this thing.
All you have to do is just get your camera out on your cell phone, and you kind of scan it, and then it clicks right to the link. You got all the information right there.
So easy, even I could do it.
That's right.
It's all up-to-date information, too. I mean, they're constantly going in there, changing everything
Yep.
up, whatever needs to be updated. So it's been really cool.
That's true.
And, oh, gosh, it's sad, but today is the final day of Driver Appreciation Week.
Yep.
But as a reminder to anybody who's tuning in, not a driver, keep it going. Keep
Yep.
appreciating our drivers out there. They do the hard work, and we appreciate each and every
Everything.
one of our drivers out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We also, this week and up until Thursday of next week, we have our driver engagement survey that's open right now.
That's right.
You can enter for a chance to win a $100 gift card. We've got 5 of those that we're giving away. But most importantly, the feedback. We need to know what's going on, right?
It helps us when we're going through all the ideas we have on what we can do to try to improve quality for our drivers. That feedback is just so helpful. A lot of things have changed because of that feedback.
Yep.
It's invaluable. We really want to hear from all of you.
That's right. We've got a bunch of online games as well on the the portal, on our flow code, on social media. Just want to make sure that you guys can, play along, even if you can't make it to a
Have some
terminal.
fun.
Right? Yep.
Yep.
And then speaking of games, we have launched our Discord server this year. So if you don't know anything about Discord, then just kind of tune out for a minute. Just kidding.
No, this is
Discord.
bring it back in. Bring it back
you
in.
play games. So it's open to anyone to jump on the Discord server. Any Swift employee can join. But for our drivers, if you join, it's put in a selfie of yourself in your truck, and you are entered to win a PlayStation 5.
We actually, I think we have a Discord server winner, do we not?
Oh, breaking news!
We do.
Breaking news.
We've actually gotten a winner. Oh man, you know what? It's been a little time coming, and we have got Kenneth Komrowski.
Oh, wait.
I am hoping that I'm saying your name right.
Looks like he's one of our Harrisonville drivers.
I wonder if he's a bearded
Boom!
There you
fellow.
go. There you
There
go.
he is.
I wonder if he's a bearded fellow.
Congratulations. Kenneth, if you're bearded, welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Right. So Kenneth, congratulations. You are our Discord server winner. You won a PlayStation 5. That's pretty cool.
Kind of a big deal.
Congratulations.
And the reason why we have PlayStation 5 is because of our donors, our sponsors. We have so many sponsors that
I think
help
we got a whole vendor
with
list.
this event.
Yes.
We've got a ton of them. I can't remember them all. I'm not even going to try. But we do have a graphic that we can show up with all of our sponsors. And we love you guys so much out there. And thanks to our sponsors for helping us share the love to our drivers.
That's right. They donated all sorts of good items. They've contributed to the funds to help, get the food, get the activities going. So yes.
It's all about the drivers and all those sponsors, all of the folks in the offices. We've all been out here trying to really appreciate. And it's not just this week. We want to do this all the time.
All
but
the time.
We're just thankful for all the safe men and women that are out there operating on the roads.
Absolutely.
That's
We've got
right.
their information down below, and it looks like we've got it right here as well.
Oh.
All of our sponsors. So, yeah,
I'm
pretty
so
good, right?
distracted by the beautiful hair that is surrounding me on the stage right now.
Do you
I don't know what to do with myself.
You want a beer?
I'll be giving you mine if you want.
Yeah.
It looks a little hot and
Just cut
itchy.
it off nicely and donate it to you.
But okay, wait. Can we just kind of? We're gonna rewind a
Are we
bit.
reeling it back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go back to the head shaving thing. So last year for Driver Appreciation Week, our very own owner-op VP,
Mr. Stewart.
Brett Stewart, did the same kind of challenge, right? To get money towards charity, and he was going to shave his head.
Yep.
That happened, but Joran, you've been out there. You've been hustling for these charitable donations.
I may have picked a pocket or two.
And like you said, it's not too late. We still have time until the end of this live broadcast.
live.
We're going to see all of this glorious hair up. I can't wait to talk to your wife about how she feels about this.
She's not happy.
It's been over 15 years. I think that you're going to need to probably go under a tanning bed, just cover up a spot of your face and
It's
get
gonna be
you some color
interesting for
here
sure.
and here. But we're
It's
looking
been
forward to
15
seeing
years.
15 years.
You've seen your chin.
She let the sleeping bag out for me to sit, so I have somewhere comfortable to sleep tonight.
Oh,
So.
gosh.
So this is all proceeds are going to Swift Charities and Children's Miracle Network, which we have on the show today. We'll be talking
Yeah.
to both of those organizations, and great organization.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We are actually going to send you out to see a driver gift video, and then we're going to bring on Mr. Ray Cruz.
Mr. Ray Cruz.
Catch you in just a moment.
Guess what, everyone? It's Driver Appreciation Week, September 11th through the 15th. All terminals, all locations, all week long.
Absolutely. There's going to be food, there's going to be games, prizes. Every location's going to have something going on. If you're out and about, make sure you stop at a terminal.
And then we also have our driver engagement survey that will be going out starting the week before, and then we'll continue through the whole week. So we want to make sure that we get your feedback so we know what we need to work on next.
And if you miss it, don't worry about it, because we'll be live every single day so you can catch all of the action. Also, did you guys know that we have a new social media tool for our drivers, our shop, and our employees?
What?
It's called Discord, and you can go in there, chat, and game.
Nice.
Absolutely.
And we're giving away a PlayStation 5 to those who join Discord and share a photo of themselves or themselves in their truck.
Man, that's awesome. We also have on September 11th, we're gonna unveil our next wrap truck. So make sure you watch that on the live on Monday.
What else do we have, Tina?
We also have a driver gift. So make sure you stop by your terminal and pick up one of these gifts. If you can't get it during that week, don't worry. Just get one at your terminal the next time you're by.
Yep, and if there's not a flow code in there, make sure you ask your terminal about this because it's super important. It has all of the important contacts on there that you need to be successful.
There's something else though I think that we're doing. I think it's on Friday.
Oh yeah, there's something else that we're doing on Friday.
Joran,
What are we doing?
I think, Joran, everyone wants to see
Yeah, shaving this
underneath
fat
that.
head. So we will see my chin or all of my chins. It depends. We're not sure. Haven't
We
seen
don't
it in
know what's
15
under
years.
there.
So yeah, we're shaving that fat head of mine.
So Joran has committed to shaving his head and his beard if we raise how much?
$10,000.
$10,000.
The bar is set so high, so you guys have to come through.
That's right. We're excited for this event. We hope you are too. Make sure to check out the portal for all the details, and we'll see you then.
All right, and we are back, and oh my gosh, thank goodness we found you, Tina.
I know.
For a minute, somebody took over the stage.
I don't know
they had
how.
a beard.
I don't know how they can do those beards. That's hot.
That is hot. And itchy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I don't have one.
Yes, exactly.
And hey, who have we got here with us? Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ray Cruz. I'm the Regional Vice President for the Line Haul Division for the West.
All right.
Nice. Thanks for being here with us, Ray.
Absolutely.
My goodness,
What a message for the world.
we've seen you buzzing around this tent all week long. I know that you've had a ton of great conversations with our drivers.
Yes.
What are some of the stories that you could share?
Man, it's just like bumping into drivers who were on my board, I would say maybe 17, 18 years ago.
Yeah, because
and
you
they're
were
still driving.
born into Swift.
I was born. I started from ECT and worked my way through. And just bumping into drivers who have been here for 16, 17, 18 years is just amazing.
It's really cool, yeah.
And just great time sitting down and catching up on things and collaborating with them. It's just, this is so
It's
awesome.
a treat,
It's
right?
so awesome.
It's a real treat.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, so as far as, Driver Appreciation Week goes and extending it on, what kind of message do you have for all of our drivers that are out here on the road?
Just the first word that pops up is grateful. I'm just so grateful for everything that all our drivers do. I come from a military background. It kind of reminds me.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you both.
Being a driver kind of reminds me of that as far as when you're away from home, when you're out there doing your duty.
Right.
And so I know how hard it is to be away, and I'm just so grateful for everything that you guys and girls do on a daily basis. It's just, and what a tough job it is, right? I mean, it's day in, day out. So yeah, very, very, very blessed to be part of this team too.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
And I think you and I talked a little bit earlier. Did you have a couple of shout outs or a couple of anybody that you wanted to say hi to out there?
There's a couple mentors here that I have a long history, a long relationship with them. Enrique Prieto, I know he works out of
We all know
Ocala,
Ricky.
but him and I go way back.
He's a legend here.
Aren't you
Yeah.
guys from the same town?
Yeah, it's a weird story. He went to high school with my brother
Okay.
Oh.
in New Jersey, and I didn't know that till I met him here in Swift.
All these
So,
connections.
Small world, I
That's
guess.
cool.
Yes.
But yeah, and just bumping into, like I said, just bumping into all these drivers who I've known throughout the years. It's just so cool to sit down and catch up and help if I can in any way. So
It feels like a family, right?
it definitely does. These guys are great. I actually have to meet with this table here right after we're done because they have a ton
That-
of questions for me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That looks
that's what
like a
we're here
fun
for.
group.
That's
right
why
there,
we're
too.
here, right?
That's what
I know it's a great time to talk to drivers, but it's a really great time to kind of bridge that gap and give them information that maybe you don't know what's going on. So it's a good time to just talk things
Yeah,
out.
and I just met a Laredo mentor that I didn't know, and he was sharing his experience. He's 2 years mentor, and he said, "Hey, when I started this company, I was going to train and move on." He goes, "But I couldn't leave because of the treatment that he gets
That's right.
here at
That's so
Swift."
great.
So
It's
it
great to
kind of
hear
gave
that.
me goosebumps when he
Yeah.
was telling me because we work so hard to have
Yeah.
that culture here, and so yeah. So That's awesome.
And you're a big part of that culture, Ray. And
Thank you.
So, and we're gonna let you go over there to talk to those drivers in just a moment, that group of drivers. But I will say, we had trucker music trivia here in the tent just before we went live, and that table,
They won?
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they cleaned it up.
So just look out, because they know a ton of truck driving songs.
Yeah, that's a lot of miles there.
That is a lot
A ton of miles, ton of radio time.
They've been everywhere.
Right.
It's true. They've been everywhere.
Well, thanks, Ray, for being up
Hey,
here
thank
with
you,
us.
ladies, and again, thank you to all the drivers out there who are just working so hard on a daily basis. It's so appreciated.
Yes.
Thank you, and be safe.
Thank you.
Ray.
And we got a video for
Got a
you.
video.
That was so cool.
I love. You know what? That was footage from our Million Mile event that we hosted
Just earlier this year.
this spring, and that's always a great time. And just celebrating our million. Those are 3 and 4 million mile drivers, and that's a long time.
It is a long
Yep.
time, and you know what? We're really super proud of this. Lorraine Simba was our very first driver, woman driver
4
to
million
achieve
miles.
4 million miles, and so that was incredibly
Shout out to
emotional.
Lorraine. We love her out there.
Yes, she's amazing.
She's a great
All of
lady.
those drivers are
Yeah.
amazing, but gosh, Lorraine, just sit. If you ever get the chance to see Lorraine, sit down, talk to her. Man, she's got some great stories. She's amazing.
You know, we have so many million mile drivers, and with that comes a ton of knowledge. So if you ever see anyone with a million mile sticker or a shirt or swag or whatever, you know, pick their brains.
Stop and talk to them.
They know what they're doing out there.
Well, and how long does it take, Tina, to get up to 1 million miles? Oh wait. Maybe we can ask.
Drop
Please
your
tune in.
comments.
Yeah.
Drop your
Do you
comments
know
below.
how long
How long?
it takes to get up to 1 million miles?
Yep.
If you do, drop it in the chat. We're gonna pop some of those
Let's
guesses up.
see if they know how many
Yeah.
it takes.
Can't give away the farm. We gotta bring them in.
That's right.
So we've got Denver.
We do
Stop,
have Denver.
like
We're gonna-
standing by,
we're gonna
right?
I don't know.
see what Denver's
Yeah,
up
what's
to.
going on?
Hey, Denver.
Denver.
Hi. Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, well then.
So we've got this
tell-
cake. Hi. Look at the cake here.
We got some cake
Everybody's
over there.
here.
Everyone wave to us, everybody.
Oh, I hear them there. Yeah.
What do you got going on today, Sandra?
Yeah. We want to wish everybody. I don't even know if they can hear it.
She doesn't even know.
I'm talking like.
That's cool.
It's okay.
That's cool.
We can hear you. We can hear you. They're just waving. It looks like they got a lot going on.
We can't hear you.
They have a cake and they have a bunch of stuff going on. I'm sure they've got the driver gift.
It's not too late to stop by the Denver terminal
right.
if you're anywhere near them.
Yeah.
They've got cake.
Yeah.
And I bet they've got other stuff, but they've got cake.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, we are here in Phoenix. We are live in Phoenix, but all across our network, all week long, we've been doing this event just to
All of our
celebrate our
terminals.
drivers.
Yep.
I'm really sad it's Friday because that means we're not going to be doing this.
Who has ever said those words? You only say, I'm sad it's
I know.
Friday when it's the end of driver appreciation.
It does take a lot, but you know what? The cool thing about Swift is I feel like every day is driver appreciation day.
we wanna make it,
We
so
want to make
we
sure
wanna make
that,
it.
that you guys are feeling the love all the time. And you know, I know we're not perfect, right? It happens.
No.
But that's why we have things such as Voice Your Choice and the
surveys.
Driver Engagement Survey to help us get better, right?
Yeah.
And it's a two-way street, right? So if things aren't going well, you know, we just got to make sure that we can collaborate and communicate and make sure that we're getting the right information to each other, because that's a lot.
Speaking of the right information, so we made an attempt yesterday to play this Hot Ones challenge video,
right.
right? And I talk about it being like informational, loosely informational as far as safety is concerned. Mostly it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Well,
so
we had, we got some hot wings for them, and we asked some safety questions, and just kind of trip them up a little bit. Some of them tapped out right away, but check out this video.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, hey.
Let's check it out.
Driver appreciation out here enjoying our drivers. We found these victims, friends, that are going to help us with our chicken. We're going to ask some trivia questions. Then they're going to take a bite of their wing, and they're going to answer the questions. We're going to go from the little soft wing all the way to the hot wing. So we'll see how this goes. All right, fellas, go ahead, get the dipping.
They need to finish it?
Get the dipping. Don't be skipping. Take one good old big bite. Savor it. Enjoy it. So our first question, we all just answer out loud. I don't like the rules. So that was too easy. What line of business does Swift start with?
Meat.
What truck trailer did it run? What was our first trucks and trailers?
Ice. Over the road?
Well, it was over the road, but what was it?
It was an old International.
Okay, you got the truck right. So we got part of the answer.
Refrigerated trailer.
Flyman.
Flatbed. We got flatbed. That's what we started with. All right, so we got the second round of wings.
Too hot, man.
Oh my God. All right, Aaron.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers.
You've been to play 3 minutes. He's already out.
One play and he's done. Okay, Aaron.
No, it's just because I'm hot like that.
Trying to steal your wing.
Out of wings elimination.
You got voluntold. You shouldn't have worked in the office. I told you that was a dumb decision. We love drivers more. That's cheek all day right here. All right.
It's sweet.
Okay. September 1st in Colorado, what do you have to start taking on your truck?
James.
You're supposed to wait. Oh. I don't know how to make that up to you. Yeah, okay. That's not right though. So what else?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's James. Yeah. Thank you. This is a sweet and sour sauce. So go ahead and get it all lathered up.
Ready?
Lather it up and get after it, boys. Yeah, my man. I like this one. Okay, this is a real hard trucking question. It's a Swift question in particular. You know what? Eat the bone. I don't want you choking up here. I want the claims team will get mad at me. I'm already used to it. Hey, do the blazing hard we challenge. Okay, so a heavy Swift question. How many albums does Taylor Swift have?
How many what?
Albums does Taylor Swift have? Man, you were doing so good too. I love that you ate the whole wing though. So I'm not gonna say that's not right.
I'm going with 18.
No, 19.
Well, if we were playing the prices right, Elliot would have won again. It's 10. She has 10 albums.
You see?
Y'all need to get them, man.
Elliot's keeping his wings. He's taking them home.
I'm gonna finish these.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
La Perla Negra.
What is this?
Hey, you have to actually dip
That's
it.
exactly what it is, huh?
All right. Go.
I know.
Oh, it's not as spicy. I'm done.
You're done?
It's not as spicy. Sweet. You save it.
He's taking them home. When do you have to do a pre-trip?
Every finish of the day.
You finish them every day?
No.
Every
Anytime you first start the day or start that truck.
Yeah.
Beginning of a shift. Yeah.
I want to go on record that this is one of our instructors. So I'm very happy to get the answers right. Taylor Swift will be mad, but everything else has been on point. Oh man.
You're written here.
It's the same thing.
One more.
Hey, one more.
No more.
One more.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, here you go.
Oh, he sweats.
Yeah, right. Okay. What do you got to do when you back up?
Get out and look.
Then I'm gonna
Oh.
There it is. I like that.
First you blow the horn, then you get out and look.
And you got to go like this out the window.
no,
No?
They point of contact as well.
and they send them up to 29.
Or not a 22 though. All right, wonderful. So was it hot?
No.
Just a little bit.
It's not impressed. We got to get some more.
We need more. We
We
need
got some
more.
fries for you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out and
We
doing
need
it.
more. We need more.
Hey, can we just get him a sauce before we drink the sauce?
How you driving with this, huh, man? Man. Oh, there you are, man. You're driving, man. You're driving. I meant to it.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Do you guys need some more napkins?
No, we got
No, I
we
don't.
got knackers right there. Plastic. Thank you, brother.
Here, I'll get this for you.
Thank you.
That makes me want some wings real bad. Like I want wings.
You can tell some of them couldn't take the heat though. That was a little. Do you like spicy wings?
I love spicy
Hold on,
wings.
let's announce you
yeah,
first.
yeah. Oh, we walked in.
Yeah.
Tell everybody who you are.
Hi everyone, I'm Joanna Allen with Dedicated. I've been a Swift for 10 years and love every minute of it.
Oh wow.
Thanks for being here with us, Joanna. Now, when we were watching that video, you said you got a story about Elliot. Elliot, the gentleman who sweaty forehead, you guys. I mean, without hair, you get sweat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I can honestly say from day one, it's always been like family here.
Yeah.
And my first interaction with Elliot was when he was still a driver with us. I started in OTR planning. And, you know, I wanted to be part of joking around, well, I made the wrong type of jokes, you know, and it took it too far. So he went and told my boss. You know, at the time it was Stacy Marstella. And so they talked and they said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to her. He came and talked to me and I said, Stacey, you know what? I understand what I did. I'm sorry. I'm taking this to the classes. I'm doing this, that. And she's like, okay. Well, all you gotta do is have to apologize. Well, I just did. All right. And ever since, we've been like this. Family all the way through and through. So
I can't believe you told an off-color joke, Joanna, but I can't believe that you tattled on her.
yeah.
Yeah, I get
Right?
it.
Like, I'm so sorry. Yes. But it's all better now. It's all good.
So what's going on in the dedicated world? Like,
I'm dedicated. We're moving along, you know, working real closely with our customers, making sure to keep our drivers happy and engaged. You know, and it's important to know that with dedicated, we also have a relationship with the customers, not just us, but our drivers as well. And that communication shows in day out, showing the drivers how much customers care as well. We have actually several customers that donated to us with their appreciation.
Yeah, thank you guys.
that's really cool.
And
yeah.
and we even have drivers, sites doing events for our drivers specifically.
That's really good.
It's been awesome. You know, doing all kinds of different food and giveaways. So it really shows how much everybody appreciates drivers, and not just Swift, but all drivers all the way around. So just making sure that we thank everybody and thank you for being safe.
That's so great. What kind of message do you have for all of our drivers out there right now?
You know what? Stay safe. I think that's the number one thing. You know, keeping it close to home and being happy with what you do. It's one thing that I tell all of my drivers, any driver I see at Swift. You know what? If you're not happy with what you're doing right now, talk about it. Tell somebody, because you're never stuck in a position here.
That's true. Swift has a lot going on, all kinds of lines of business, all across the country, and so there's a place for everyone. We have the placement center for that. They can help place drivers whenever they need to. So
That's a really good message, because I don't know that we've talked about that enough, about how the relationship that our drivers have with operations or driver leaders, I mean, anybody on site or dedicated, that's also a big way that we're able to receive feedback. So yeah, that communication is key.
It is, you know, I can't tell you how many drivers we've retained, made happy, and hey, even when you're ready to get out of the truck, we have plenty of office positions as well, you know, to come on in and see the other side.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanna.
Thank you, Joanna.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me, everyone.
yes, we're about to travel into Truckland.
Yeah, we are.
Right.
Yep.
We're gonna have Tim from the shop talking about trucks today.
Today's the KW.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Yeah, excited about that. We've got a Kenworth video just to show you right now, and we'll be back with Tim.
listen to you talk about Kenworth, but you've got a whole bunch of other messages.
I do. So number one, look, it takes a lot of work to get this stuff set up for Driver Appreciation Week. Number one, I want to thank Hadley. Hadley's been the one that's been out there demoing the trucks and showing everything. So Hadley, thank you very much. Hadley's been with us almost 2 years, year and a half, and so we're excited to have her, and she works in our Phoenix shop. I'd also like to introduce Eden back here. He's in the pink shirt. Eden is our Phoenix service leader, so he's responsible for everything except for the body shops within Phoenix, and his team does a lot. There's another gentleman by the name of Arlo that's not here that helped get all these trucks ready for these videos today. Ed and his team do a great job.
And Ed was hosting the pre-trip.
Yeah, he did the pre-trip
right?
deal.
Yeah.
So anyway, want to thank Ed for all of his work. And then we've got Junior Macias here in the back. He oversees our body shop. So his team's responsible for in-servicing all the new trucks, all the trade trucks that come out, and then any of the body work or paint work that gets done. So they put a ton of work in. These guys do a great job. And I really want to thank you, Junior, Ed, and Hadley, for everything you do. I do have one request for all of our drivers out there. I would really like to see you guys blow up Facebook with thanks to our shop staff, because the amount of time and hours they put in to keep you guys rolling. They work hard day in and day out to keep you going, and it just would be really nice to see your appreciation. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know what? Also, our unsung heroes are the mechanics in our shop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Oh man, thanks guys. So I feel like we've kind of been gearing up for this. Tuesday, we featured the International. Yep.
Right.
And then Wednesday was the Volvo. Thursday, Freightliner, and now today, the Kenworth. I'm super excited about this, as I believe everybody that's tuning in is very excited.
We got quite a few things to cover on the Kenworth today. There's not been a whole lot of changes, but some upgrades that's been done.
Okay.
And so obviously, I mean, we know that all of our trucks are good-looking trucks.
They really are.
This is a new body style for Kenworth. It's been out for a few years now. But, Kenworth, when they redesigned this truck, immediately got the driving world's attention with it, right?
It looks a little bit like a throwback. The design of the body.
It does, but yet aerodynamic. And so let's talk about just a couple things real quick. So this truck has got the Cummins ISX 15-liter. It's got the Eaton automatic transmission, so it puts out 450 horsepower, 1,715 foot-pounds of torque. This truck also, we've upgraded went from the angle iron mud flat brackets to the tubular mud flat brackets. We've done that on all of our trucks.
Yep.
But one of the biggest changes that we've made on the Kenworth is we got rid of we no longer spec it with the WABCO collision mitigation system.
Okay, so what's the change then?
So the change is we now spec it with the Bendix collision mitigation system. And so the reasoning for that was there were some issues and some programming issues that we got a lot of false events for hard braking and things of that nature on the Kenworth. So we decided to make a change, and now it's spec'd with the Bendix ABS system and collision mitigation system on there. So it'll be just as reliable as the Volvo and the International and all the others.
And that's great news for our drivers too, because it's not like they're having to call in with all these hard braking incidents or anything like they once did. That's great.
And so that's a big change. The other change is disc brakes on the steer axle of this truck. So disc brakes are something that they've been on the market for a while. They're now becoming more in line from a cost from a maintenance standpoint. And so we're gradually working our way that way. We'll continue to work that way probably with all the OEs. More than likely start with the steer axle. Eventually, long term, we'll see how things plan out, and we may go all the way to the drive axle as well. So let's talk about some of the other features that the Kenworth had and or known issues that have been fixed. Okay. So if you look on the side there of the Kenworth, you'll see all the little black molding trim pieces, especially around the side fairings, around the doors, the bottoms of the skirts. when this truck was originally built, it was their first time building this tractor. And so what ended up happening was there was a retainer clip issue where those clips would break and those pieces would fall off. And so we spent a lot of time working with the folks at Kenworth. Their engineers got involved with it right away. They have since come out and they have fixed all of those clips and those brackets. And so everything that production from 23 on and 24 had the new updated clips. And then any parts that we replace have the updated clips. So that issue should improve over time as we replace those on the older trucks. The newer trucks should not have that issue. The updated clip should fix that problem.
No, so this is really interesting to me because it sounds like you are so very closely connected not only to the OEMs but also to our drivers, taking their feedback on all of the issues that come up, all of their concerns. I mean, I just don't know how you keep it all in your head, but it also sounds like you're very influential to make these improvements.
Look, our driver feedback, drivers give us the information, right?
Yeah.
And then we confirm, this is definitely, from that point on, we get the OEs involved immediately, and we work through those issues, and we come up with fixes for them so that we don't have these legacy issues that go on for a long period of time. So that's why that driver feedback is so important to us. Because the first 2 or 3 drivers that came up with this, we realized right then and there, look, there's a problem. Now, it took a few months to get the designs and everything to get it fixed, but Kenworth stepped up and they fixed it and they did a great job. And they built a beautiful truck. I mean, this truck has got pretty much all the features that you could want in a tractor. It's got it. Here in a second, they'll go in the inside. They've also updated the wind deflectors on the side of the windows to keep the stuff from building up on the driver's side window and the passenger side window. The other things that Kenworth has is the Kenworth actually has a refrigerator on-off button. We talked yesterday about how to turn the refrigerators on.
That's a big point of contention. Our drivers continue to ask about that, so that's great that you're talking about that.
And so you can see here they're showing the Cummins engine now.
Gosh,
very reliable.
It's so clean and pretty.
Yeah, very clean. And you'll notice that we finished closing off the entire front steer axle well now. Before we just had the 2 side pieces, now we have that top piece that goes all the way around the tire.
And how does that help?
It helps with fuel economy.
Okay.
So what it does is it's designed to keep the wind resistance from getting underneath the hood. So it keeps all the air on the outside of the truck and pushes it away, which helps with fuel efficiency.
That's awesome.
Now, one of the nice features, and so I'm going to jump ahead of you. You're going to ask me.
Let's do it.
So the nicest feature that I like about the Kenworth is the dash, right? When you get in that thing and you turn it on, you would think it's going to talk to you, because that dash is all digital, it all lights up, and you can configure that dash any way you want.
That's the next upgrade. It's just going to talk back to you.
Oh, yeah. And it's easy on it. It's got so many modes that are already pre-programmed in it. You just hit the mode button and roll it up or down, and it'll change that screen, and it'll give you all different types of views. My favorite one is there's one display where it shows everything. I'm a tech guy, so I want to know what my tranny temperature is. I want to know what my oil pressure is, coolant temperature. I want to see it all on the dash.
Tim, you're a
And
tech
it gives
guy and a truck guy. My gosh, what don't you know?
So anyway, you can see that dash is totally digital. When you actually turn the key on and off, it comes up and it says Kenworth, and they just did a really good job. The other thing they did a really good job of is getting all the switches and everything within the driver's reach. Tried to keep most of them up in this level so you're not having to really reach down.
Right.
Obviously, this truck has got the air dump switch, the air fifth wheel release for the slider. It's got all the bells and whistles. It also has the air pressure gauge to tell you what your pressures are on your drives. As I mentioned earlier, we will have that conversion chart out soon that lets drivers know that if it's got 50 pounds of pressure in the airbags, it's about this much weight.
Okay.
That'll really help them. Doesn't mean you don't have to scale your load, just gives you a ballpark number as to how you're setting on your drive.
Well, sometimes when our drivers go into a yard to get loaded, there's not a scale close enough by to be able to get weighed.
And that'll give them a real close idea if they're good on their drives or not before they leave that customer. That way, if it's not, not, they can get it reworked right there before they leave.
That's awesome. So helpful.
Now, if we can get into the sleeper area, I'll show you the fridge. The fridge on the Kenworth's a little bit different than the other fridges that we've been showing you. The Kenworth fridge actually pulls out. So it's got like this deep
Like a
drawer that
drawer.
goes down.
Yes.
Now, it also has a freezer in it, so you can look in there. There's a pretty good sized freezer compartment to keep your stuff cold. It's very deep. So once again, it doesn't look like it's that big, but it's very deep, and you can put 2 or 3 days worth of food in there, no problem. And you can turn the refrigerator on and off just by simple switch.
Outside of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. And then back here, since Hadley's showing us now, you can control everything from the bunk of this truck. You can control your idle start system from the bunk. You can control your S-Smart heater, your stereo, everything right there from the bunk. And you can even lock and unlock the doors from the bunk of the truck.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So it's a lot of neat features. They've also done a really good job of putting extra USB ports in there for the drivers. Lots of storage in the Kenworth. When you start looking around, the pockets are really deep. You've got a big full closet on one side. You've got shelves on the other. The Kenworth is very similar to the Freightliner as far as where the TV mount goes.
Okay.
So it's right there. Hadley's showing it to us now. It sits right above this other cabinet. And you can put a pretty good sized TV in there. And then right above the TV is where you can put your microwave or wherever you want to mount that. Up here in this area here. And then the very tops of those, for the top bunk, when it's down, that's all storage on both sides.
Wow. Man, they've really stepped up their game, haven't they?
And they also have the privacy curtains in the bunk. Now, they don't go up and down, but they slide more like your traditional curtain would at home. And they have little auto lock features that will lock it back in the closed position. But plenty of room in the bunk of this truck. You can turn the bunk lights on from the back or from the driver's seat if need be. And then obviously the top bunk, when it comes down, you still have plenty of room. I'm a big guy with both the bunk and everything down. I have plenty of room to fit in there. No issue.
Awesome. That's wonderful.
So Kenworth's really done a really good job.
Very clean, like a clean look. Not just that it is actually clean, but it's very sleek on the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reliability of the Kenworth, or all of our trucks, is phenomenal today. But the biggest things I really wanted to point out was how they fixed those trim piece issues, because that was a really big feedback point that we had from all of our drivers, that's saying, hey, this is really becoming an issue.
Right.
Now, we realize a lot of our owners have the new style Kenworth. So just know that if those trim pieces break, that is a warrantable repair. So if you bring it to one of our shops, we will take care of that for you. We'll bill it back to Kenworth. It won't cost you anything to get those items
That's
fixed,
a great message.
because they are warrantable.
Yeah, no, that's a great message. Wow. And what is this that we're looking at right now?
So it's just a little storage compartment there that goes on. There's also a step there where you can step up to the top bunk.
That is an important part to me. Anything that helps me get up higher.
Higher.
So that's good to know.
This truck also has the S-Smart heater. It's got the Tundra inverter. On the Kenworth, the Tundra inverter actually mounts under the bunk instead of outside of the front of the bunk.
What's the advantage of that?
There's really no advantage. It's just how we have to run the wiring.
Okay.
And so by putting it underneath the bunk, you don't have to run a bunch of extra cables. And it doesn't get in the way of the driver.
Oh, good.
If you mount it, it sticks out. The other trucks, it's kind of recessed back in. And on the Kenworth, it doesn't have that feature. So that's why we put it that way.
That's great. And with all the trucks too, this is just so amazing to me how advanced the technology has come for all of these trucks.
They've improved so much. The ride quality of the vehicles is absolutely amazing. And they just do a really good job. All of our OEs have done a really good job of working with us, design us a truck that's really built for a fleet, but also has all the comforts that a driver's going to need out there to be very comfortable out there on the road. This truck also has an idle start-stop system, so it's just like all the other trucks I've talked about this week. It's got a battery mode, and it has a comfort mode. Comfort mode is when you're in there and you want to be comfortable. Battery mode is when you're going to be away from the truck. You want to make sure your batteries stay charged. You can put it in battery mode, but battery mode also has the block sense mode where it senses the block temperature. So in extreme cold weather, it will start and stop the truck all by itself.
And we're approaching that, so that's great information. And another thing too is that will the QR code or the flow code that's sitting in the dash, will that also provide that kind of information?
So
for
once again, and I can't remember, I should know this, but I can't remember if the Kenworth has the flow code or QR code in the door jam.
Or if it's up on
Or if it's up above, but all of them will have this in the sun visor. All of them. And if you click on the equipment tab here, it'll teach you everything you need to know about this truck. Everything you need to know to operate it.
That is so helpful.
And the other thing too is we also have these flow codes on the Zonar tablet. I totally forgot to mention that. So if you don't have this, you can just bring them right up on your Zonar tablet, take your phone and scan it, and you can see anything you want to see. So
that's amazing.
Multiple different ways to get to this information.
You know, and we also talked a little bit about some of the methods of communication that the shop has going back and forth with our driver. Can you tell us how you keep that communication open?
So if, number one, every driver needs to try and get the Engage app if you can. That Engage app is one way for you to stay completely updated as to what's going on with your truck and or your trailer when it's going through the repair process in our shops. Well, our system is set up to where when we update it, it takes that information, goes to the Engage app, and then sends you the text notification about what's going on. So if there's a part delay or an ETA changed or the truck's done or it's ready, you will get that notification. And it's very simple to do. You can simply go download the Engage app. If you already have the Engage app, make sure you do the updates to it so that all the features and functions work the way they should. And that's one way to keep you completely notified as to what's going on throughout the repair process. The other thing too there is you can get the feedback through the driver surveys or voice your choice. The information that you give us back on the driver surveys. So every time we work on one of your tractors or through one of our shops, once we complete that work order, it sends you a survey. And the information you give us on that survey helps us to better improve the service that we're giving to you. Good, bad, that information helps us to continue to improve. If you have a bad experience, tell us what it is so we can take steps to help fix that. If you have a good experience, tell us what you like so we can continue to build on it. Our job, we're here to support you guys. And we want to keep you running. We want to make sure your equipment's safe. And one sure way we can do that is by that feedback. And a lot of the times we get a lot of feedback, don't get me wrong, but we don't get nowhere near enough feedback. We need more feedback on what it is that you think we can do better to help you. And so the more that you give us, the better off we're going to be able to support you.
I feel like that really shows in the improvements that have been made in the truck. The feedback that you're receiving from the drivers is like showing it's like in progress right here with these improvements.
You go back 2 years ago, one of the biggest features everyone wanted was being able to dump the airbags. You can dump the airbags in every truck that we have since 2002 forward, right? We heard that loud and clear. Right? We wanted to make sure of that. We heard that we needed a better comfortable mattress. We put a better mattress. We heard we need refrigerators. We put refrigerators in. So we're doing everything we can with that feedback to make your jobs and your experiences out there on the road as easy as they possibly can be, but ultimately to keep you as comfortable as we possibly can.
So there are a couple of other features that we have on this flow code page, and I think you've also got something that shows all the different shop schedules throughout our network. Is that right?
So if you click on the equipment tab, or if you go through any of those, if you click on the equipment tab, it'll bring up the shop information. You click on the shop tab, it'll give you all the hours, the contact information, that they're open. All of that information is out there on the flow codes. Anything that you need as a driver, you can get to through the flow codes.
That's awesome. It's so helpful. Yeah, I've seen a lot of drivers with these flow code charts. Those are incredibly informative. If you don't have one, make sure you stop at any of the terminals and get one, right?
Any terminal, any driver's lounge, any shop, we've got them. They're there. We'll hand them out to you. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything on the Kenworth. I don't think I did. I think I covered everything.
Well, it's an awesome truck.
Yeah, it is.
And like you said, there haven't been as many changes, maybe just some upgrades to improve what's already going on.
Yeah, and I think that's important to point out. Anytime a new build comes out, like this truck, or a car, doesn't matter, there's always little bugs and things that have to be worked out. And I mean, usually by year 3, which is where we are now, those issues have all been resolved and worked out. So we're excited. We know it's a truck that a lot of our drivers like. And so hopefully you get a chance to come out here today, take a look at them.
Yeah, they're idling right outside.
Yep.
We're waiting for you to come out and take a tour of the truck yourselves. So you come out and see for yourselves.
Well, and I don't know of a whole lot of other companies out there that give you as many options in trucks as we do, right?
True.
It'd be real easy for us to only buy 1 or 2 different types. We buy all 4 of the main ones, right? Because we want to make sure we give people options, right? And we want you to be comfortable.
Preferences for different
Everybody
reasons.
does, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Tim, thank you again for doing this all week long with us. It's been an incredible journey going through each and every one of the trucks. They're so beautiful. And I'm not going to ask you which is your favorite because I feel like that's like asking which of your children you love the best.
Exactly.
But as far as the new, improved, upgraded features amongst all the trucks, what is your most favorite feature?
It's a toss-up. I think probably one of the best features that I see. I'll just tell you about each truck. So
Okay.
I already told you on the Volvo, the floor mats, nice touch.
I love that you love the floor
Yeah,
mats.
the idle system that we finally got in the Volvos is a really nice touch. International. So number 1, International's done a lot of upgrades. We also have idle systems in Internationals now, which I think is a nice touch. The fold-up bunk, they hands down did a great job. And then their dash. Being able to configure that dash was, I think, a win across the board. It was one of the biggest feedbacks that we had, right? On the Kenworth, once again, the dash, the fact that they've got their clip issues resolved, and then on the Freightliner, I don't know, it's so tough. The sleeper in there, just to me, it feels bigger, and I know it's not, but it just feels bigger to me. But that's just me. I like them all. I'd drive any one of them any day of the week. I think they're all great trucks.
Tim, it's just incredible talking with you. I know that I've seen you out here in the tent talking with drivers. I love that you're listening to everybody's feedback. You're working so closely with each of these OEMs to make improvements based off of our drivers' feedback.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think it's important to point out too, there's a gentleman that worked at Mark Kennedy.
oh, I know Mark.
Mark Kennedy, great guy. We give the information to him. Mark's actually, he gets things set up. We all work together. But, you know, Mark Kennedy and Dave, they're the ones that we give the feedback to. They're the ones that's been reacting and doing the things that we need to do. So they really deserve the credit, right?
Well, thank you, Mark and
I'm
Dave.
just kind of a voice, but Dave and Mark deserve the credit. They're the ones that are making these things happen. They're the ones that are, you know, deeply involved in meeting with them on a regular basis. We work with them on the technical stuff. They're the ones that are getting these things so that they're priced out and work for the fleet. And that's a very tough job.
Yeah, it is.
And they're doing a great job at it. So if you get a chance to thank those guys, please do.
Well, thank you again, Tim. And you know what? So knowledgeable and so humble. Thanks for taking us through all the trucks this week. We really appreciate it. Hey, did you know that Joran's getting his beard shaved?
I did. I was trying to see that when they did it, that they maybe gave him a sideways mohawk and maybe make him walk around that way for a little bit.
You know, he's not above anything.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I mean, it's possible that that'll happen. Yeah. We tried to talk you into it. I mean, I know it's hard. It's a hard sell, but it's for the sake of charity. And actually, I mean, maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Start growing it now.
Just as long as somebody comes and visits me in the hospital. Because my
After your wife gets through with you?
I wanted to shave my beard for 4 years, and she is not having it. No, she's not having it. So
Maybe we could sweeten the deal with some charity.
Maybe.
Right? So stay tuned. We're actually going to be getting to that shave with Joran here in maybe about 15 minutes. But we do have a Swift Charities video, and then we're going to meet with the Swift Swift Charities team?
I think it's.
My name is Jim Stone. I'm the Executive Director of Swift Charities. Swift Charities started in 2004, and I've been actively engaged ever since. Swift Charities has three components. We want to have the ability to help our employees when they have a medical situation, a death in the family, or there's a natural disaster. We also want to help our families with scholarships for their children when they go to a post-secondary education or to college. Swift Charities also has a community grant component, so we encourage our employees across the country to get involved in their communities and volunteer at local organizations.
Wherever a terminal is housed, we really encourage our employees to give back to our communities, because not only does it make it better for them to live in, but it makes a better stance for Swift transportation nationwide.
Well, I work with a program on the west side of Phoenix called the West Side Recreational Program. I have been working with Swift Charities for the last 10 years, and they have helped underprivileged children, low-income families at Christmas time, and Swift Charities is very beneficial for them. It helps them succeed. It gives out scholarships. It gives out Christmas presents. It's just a well-rounded charity, and it helps that organization quite often.
So the employee assistance portion of the charity, super passionate about that. Having been touched by that over 12 years ago is really what inspired me to get involved in Swift Charities. I had applied for the grant after a house fire, and upon receiving that generous gift was really able to make a difference in my life and in my kids' life getting through that. Shortly thereafter, meeting with Jim and deciding how I can get involved in the charity, one of the first things I did was hop on that employee assistance board.
One of the benefits of Swift Charities is it's drivers helping drivers or employees helping employees. Swift Charities has helped me several times in my career here. There's always something that comes up in your life, whether it be an illness, family illness, some type of thing that puts you off the road for a while, and Swift Charities is here to help.
So when my daughter was about to graduate from high school and we're looking into the next colleges or community colleges ahead, I made it her responsibility that she needs to, get her own tuition and pay for it. And all I mentioned is Swift Charities to her. It was so simple that she looked it up, found it, and I didn't help her, didn't walk through it, didn't sit there, and she had it done. And when I went back and said, hey, did you ever look into that? She was kind of like, yeah, Dad, they're actually helping me. And I was like, what? She followed up with it the next year and got it again. So they helped her out for the last 2 years, and it's been really great.
I just think that Swift Charities is an incredible organization. And now we're teaming up with Children's Miracle Network, and I just think it's so worth it. Right? I mean, I would hope that I would have somewhere to go and someone to ask for help if I needed it. And I know for a fact that Swift Charities would do that for us. And I know that the other board members would, lend a hand and be there to do whatever we could do to help our communities across the country, not just here in Phoenix, but everywhere. So I just think it's an amazing organization, and I'm so happy to be on the board now and serve with my other peers, right? And we get to make a difference.
All right, we're back.
We are back. I love listening about Swift Charities. I think both of us have been board members of Swift Charities at one time, Tina, and it's just an incredible arm of our company, right? I mean, what do we have? It's we've actually got Renee coming up to talk about it,
Renee.
But I mean,
There she is,
they're
Renee.
so
Hi,
instrumental for this beard shaving event that we've got going on. Are you excited about that, Renee?
I'm really
George?
excited about it. I have worked at Swift for 12 years. I have never seen Joran without a beard, without any hair. So it's going to be really interesting to see him with nothing on his face, but his eyebrows.
It's going to be great. There's a lot of buzz in the tent. No pun intended there.
There will be buzz. It's true.
So Renee, give us a little spiel about Swift Charities. What is it? What is it? Like,
It
how do we
is-
donate? What do we do here?
Yeah, so it is our employee assistance program. Everything that gets donated is from our employees. So it's employees, helping out employees. That includes our drivers. That is including owner-operators. Owner-operators, we're not forgetting about you, our shop and our office employees. And if there's anything that comes up, a medical emergency, natural disaster, hardship, or death in the family, you can come to us and try to request some assistance for that.
And how can anybody apply for assistance?
So we have our website, swiftcharities.org. You can also go on transmission. We have some great real estate on the very right-hand side. You'll see our information there. It says Swift Charities. You can click on the link. It'll take you to our request forms. It'll also take you to our website as well.
And can somebody apply on another employee's behalf?
Yes, they can. So as long as you have their name and their driver code or employee code, you can definitely submit on another person's behalf.
That's great.
We also have another part of Swift Charities is the community grants. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so people think because our name is Swift Charities, we just kind of give out money to anybody and everybody, and that's not how it works. Whenever someone comes to us to request assistance for a foundation, it has to be from an employee. So it's not like, we're just giving it out to whoever comes ask us for money. It goes directly to our employees' communities that they're passionate about, the organizations that they're passionate about and that they are with. And we've given from, everybody, breast cancer awareness, veterans, animal shelters, LGBTQ plus communities. I mean, all across the board, students, everything. We've given to so many because of our employees who, donate and who donate their time, who are on those boards. They come to us to get some help for them.
That's really awesome. And so these are companies that are 501c3 companies, correct?
Yeah. So they do have to be an authorized 501c3 organization to be eligible.
Now, if you are a Swift employee, how do you go about submitting for donations? Like, how do you go about donating to Swift Charities?
So again, transmission is going to be the first place you want to go to. There's a pretty little link there that takes you to our donation page. Also, our website, swiftcharities.org. And then for drivers, it's going to be Macro 21, and you can go there and update that donation.
We also have Swift Charities on the flow codes as well, that you can check that out.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
So another thing you guys do is the scholarships, right?
Yes.
For children?
Yeah, so that's going to be that's eligible for any of our employees' dependent children going off to college. I believe it's like $2,500 a year, I believe, once you, sign up and get all that filled out. There is a time period where you do have to sign up for that, so that time has passed, but typically it is from January to May. So be on the lookout for that during that time. We send out the link where you can apply for that scholarship.
Yeah, it's been helpful. I actually at one time had a kid in daycare and a kid in college. So, it helped. And we're, my goodness.
Hey, Joran.
I'm getting nervous here, guys. Look at all these people out here. It's kind of crazy. I can't even believe it. I knew I had a fat head, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Everyone's excited to see what's under there.
I think everybody wants a piece of hair.
Though.
Yeah,
a little commemorative piece of hair from Joran.
Yeah, there's gonna be change that's gonna fall out of there. Maybe a bird's nest.
Oh my goodness.
We make debates if we're gonna get the eyebrows or not. I'm not sure on that one.
No. Hey. Do we know what the totals of where we're at? Are we close?
We are, so last I heard, we're about, 6,500? That's what I last heard.
Yep.
We've been keeping an eye on it. Not quite there yet, possibly, maybe.
That's okay. You know what? Joran is very excited that he has doubled what Brett Stewart got last year for shaving his head. So I think that's what he's bragging to everybody about. And he feels like it's a win enough to shave his beard and hair off. So
We just got a comment from Michael. Just started his donations to Swift Charities. That's super awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Just
Yes.
so you know, those dollars go to help a lot of people. So
and
we
we have a
appreciate
company match for that too.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for jumping on and talking about Swift Charities. You can find all the information on the portal, on the flow code, all over the place. Talk to your driver leader. Talk to any of us, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Renee. And we've got a Children's Miracle Network video.
And then we'll bring on Whitney.
That's right.
Talk about children's.
Stay tuned.
This is our 8th truck, if you can believe that. Our 8th truck, which is honoring our partnership with Children's Miracle Network and their pet therapy program. The pet therapy program uses the power of an animal to promote positive coping in an unfamiliar or even a scary environment during a challenging situation. The benefits of the pet therapy program help reduce anxiety, they help lower blood pressure, they normalize a hospital environment for the children. I read it's about 75% improvement just for pet therapy programs, and I'm sure it's 10 out of a 10 in cuteness and cuddliness.
When I look back at since our partnership started in 2019, we've raised over $1.4 million to support the hospitals of Children's Miracle Network. And so we want to beat that record. That last 2022 was a record. We want to surpass that this year. And for every mile that this truck runs, we're going to donate 3 cents to the Children's Miracle. So Carrie, hey, you know it's on you now to get this thing running, right? Yeah. Let's get a couple 100,000 miles a year on this thing, right? We'll rack up the donations, and we have another one on our night business that's going to do the same. So we're excited about our partnership there. We want to grow and develop, and we're excited about this wrap truck.
When the terminal was asked if we had anybody that would fit the requirements, Carrie's name came to mind right away. So I called Carrie, and asked him, a few questions about the requirements and what was going on. The more he talked, the more it was more heartfelt and warming for me to know that he was probably going to be the best selection for the truck.
When I was a little kid, back home in Mississippi, we have a hospital which is sponsored by the Children's Miracle Network. I was sick when I was born, even when growing up. I was in and out the hospital at that same hospital for years as growing up. But thankfully, and thank everybody from the Children's Miracle Network, I'm able to stand here today and greatly honored to take this beautiful truck.
We're almost there. There are people gathering around behind us, all around Joran, waiting to see his hair go. But before we get to that, let's introduce our next guest, Whitney.
Hi, everyone.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do here.
Yeah, I'm Whitney Buck. I oversee our national charity effort with Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Great. And so how are you connected with Swift Charities?
So Children's Miracle Network, our effort nationally, is a part of Swift Charities. So if you are currently giving or thinking about giving to Swift Charities, a portion goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which is everywhere we have a location, there is a children's hospital that we support within the network. That's all of the money that we raise through Swift Charities for Children's Miracle Network stays local. So, out here in Phoenix, our hospital is Phoenix Children's Hospital that we support here. And we have over 50 of those hospitals across the nation that we support.
That's right. What can you tell us about Children's Miracle Network?
Yeah, so, a lot of people don't realize that children's hospitals need a lot of philanthropy funding to have a lot of aspects of the hospital be catered to the child. So, for instance, playrooms, that won't exist without donated dollars. Child life specialists, pet therapy programs, which I believe you just saw on the Fleet of Miracles. Pet therapy programs are amazing. They help with anxiety of the hospital, help kind of ease that tension and stress during that time. Music therapy. There's just so many different aspects of a children's hospital that insurance doesn't cover. And so through CMN, they help fill gaps wherever that hospital needs funding, whether it be research or even helping out those families who might not be able to cover a full extent stay at a hospital or any of the treatment there. They help cover that.
That's awesome.
And we also have another truck that we're going to unveil soon, right?
We do. I'm excited. We're working on that right now. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. And our big initiative with wrapping these trucks in our Fleet of Miracles is to bring awareness to the motoring public about who Children's Miracle Network Hospitals is, why are we passionate about it here at Swift, and how people can get involved. I mean, these trucks see millions of miles a day, so it's billboard for everybody.
Oh, absolutely. When our wrap trucks are anywhere on the road, or if they're at a truck stop, people are coming up and asking about them. So it's great to have that kind of advertising.
Well, everyone is super excited. What kind of final words do you got for us?
So I just want to throw out some stats really quick before we shave Joran's head. So this is
we're building the suspense to Joran's haircut.
Joran is so amazing for doing this, raising these meaningful funds for Swift Charities and Children's Miracle Network. So this broadcast was an hour, right? So every hour, 675 kids enter an emergency room at a CMF hospital. 39 kids are entered for diabetes, 92 kids enter for cancer, 39 babies are born and have to go to the NICU, and 97 kids are in for surgeries every single hour. So an hour that this took place.
So in other words, every contribution counts, and it counts towards such an amazing cause, right? Yeah.
Which is a great reason why Joran's shaving his head.
I can't wait.
For the kids, that's great.
For the kids and some charities in our community.
Yes.
We're getting rushed. Everybody wants to see Joran's haircut up. Yeah.
Whitney, thank you so much.
I gotta go around and watch.
She's gonna go watch.
Go cut some hair.
Joran, are you ready?
Ooh.
Are you ready?
There he is, everybody.
I'm about to get cold feet, y'all. Get cold feet.
Wait, where's Jen? Is Jen somewhere in the
Jen,
crowd?
yes, she's right over here. She's very excited.
Jen Bean, who's not as excited about Joran getting his hair shaved, but
her shirt says no beard, no thanks.
Where is she?
Oh my
That's
goodness,
Joran's
great.
wife. She's supportive.
She did
of
give
the
me a really
cause.
nice sleeping bag though.
Oh.
Wow.
I could stay in the
All right,
living
Joran.
room, she said.
I think it's time, Joran. It's
who's
no more
ready
stalling.
out there?
No more stalling.
We want to
Are
see
we
who's
ready to get
out
this thing
there
going?
to see Joran's hair. I think, where are we going to start? Like right down the middle? On the side?
Who's shaving your head?
Let's
Joran?
do this thing.
You know that?
I think people were fighting over who gets to control the razor.
You good? All right, it's go time.
All right.
All right, here we go. The moment we've been waiting
The
for.
suspense is killing me right now. Oh, there's our very own Lindsay Wilbert taking the first shave.
So the top dollar is who gets to shave. So I believe Lindsay is the top donor there.
Oh, there it goes. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh, and the beard too.
Oh, at the same
Holy
time.
That's a really good razor.
That is a good razor.
My gosh.
Oh man, he's just getting attacked.
Jules, Melanie, everybody wants in on this. Do we have enough donors to just give him one shave each?
Just keep shaving.
Oh, I love it down the middle. Oh my goodness.
So great.
Whoa.
Once again, this is going to a great cause, and I'm really excited that we were able to raise all this money. We did it last year too, so it's a lot of fun. I know it looks silly, but it's for a great cause.
It is. I mean, just going through the Swift Charities video and then the Children's Miracle Network discussion, it's incredible. And this is everything that Joran's doing right now for every strand of hair being shaven off.
Yeah.
I think that's like $1 per hair.
It probably is. Yeah, well, we got a lot of hair. Oh, he doesn't want the eyebrows.
Oh my gosh.
I think we should shave the eyebrows. And
You know what? If we could get somebody under the belt to get another $1,000, maybe we could talk them into shaving off those eyebrows.
We got some people a little upset. Sorry, Kelly. It's coming off. It's coming off.
Don't worry.
Here it is. Well, he's getting younger by the
Look
second.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen under that beard in
looks better already. I love it, Jim.
So many years. Oh my gosh.
Man,
we need to get a side-by-side pic of him with his son, because that's what it looks like right now. Look at him. Wait, are we keeping the mustache?
I mean, for now, maybe.
What?
Well, we didn't say mustache.
Beard and hair and top of that. Wow.
Yep.
It is a little pale under there, too.
It is very pale, yeah. He said he was doing his best to get as dark as he could, so it's super pale.
Well, he does ride bikes in and out every day, so.
Man, does he look great.
Wow.
That's
oh
great.
my goodness, Joran Bean. Holy
Well, there
cow!
it is, it's gone.
Can we get a shot of all the hair on the ground?
No,
Is that possible?
nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see how much hair.
Oh.
Joran, I feel like you look like your son, actually. Oh my gosh! No.
Looks good.
Oh, Joran, what a great sport! I just. Oh, is he crying?
I think he's crying.
Oh
I
my
think he is
gosh!
crying.
Are those actual tears?
Yeah.
I hope they're tears of joy. Oh, is he handing his wedding ring back to Jen?
No, I don't know what's happening right now. I think you just saw his face for the first time.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? I think we have actually breaking news right now out of Richmond. We have Richmond on. We're trying to get something's going on in Richmond. I think.
Is it related to Joran getting his hair?
Yeah, I think so. They're having a little Wi-Fi issues over there in Richmond. Hopefully we can go over to them. Gosh, I think as soon as he goes like this is when he's gonna realize it's gone. Yeah.
Oh, where's the microphone? Let's. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be cold
Joran,
winter
get
for
the
Joran.
microphone. I want to talk to Joran. Can we talk to him? Oh, people are claiming they don't know you anymore.
Do we have Richmond? We're trying.
Richmond's trying. Oh my goodness!
So we got Margarita here, she's helping out to fix his head.
Nobody believed it was going to happen.
Yeah,
it's happened.
There it is.
Is that Jonathan Martin from Richmond?
What's going on?
Oh, that's a good freeze frame, though.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
What have you got going on out there, Jonathan?
What's going on? I think he's sitting down.
No. Is this solidarity?
I think it's solidarity. I think it's the bros right there. We have a beautiful
bros
bearded
before
fella.
beards. Bros before beards.
Jonathan, are you going to shave your beard? What's going on there? You said do it.
Oh
there
my
it is.
Goodness! All for the sake of charity. That beautiful white beard.
All the beards are coming
off.
And it's gone. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I can't believe they started right in the middle.
They sure did.
Oh, right in the middle of the mustache too. You know,
Jonathan Martin, who's our terminal leader over in Richmond.
Terrible idea, guys.
No, it's beautiful. You look
My
amazing.
head is a lot smaller than I recall.
Yep.
Hey, but listen, Jonathan is shaving all of his hair off
is shaving his hair
in
right now.
solidarity.
Yep.
It's happening.
I'm going to need a hat, a beanie, and a mask. I hope they bring the mask mandate back. I got to cover my face. This is terrible.
He's going
It's
for
not
the beard
terrible.
and the head.
You look like you're back in your 20s, Joran.
11,500, so at least I have that to live on. But otherwise, I look terrible.
I love the technique they're doing with Jonathan
I
right
know,
now.
just straight down the
Straight
middle,
down the
a little bit skunky,
Yep.
but we're happy with it.
All right.
Another beard.
Going out live.
Hold on, what is
my
happening?
goodness.
Are we just lining up all the beards and just shaving them all off?
Who do we have? Who else is out there who wants to shave their beard off? Oh, this is incredible.
great,
We've got our
so
very
exciting.
own Margarita
Yep.
cleaning Joran up.
Yep. She's actually here in our Phoenix terminal, and she does haircuts for our drivers here in Phoenix.
Yes,
so
at the Jake break.
She's making sure that he at least looks nice and clean, right?
I mean, I guess if he's going to be shaven, it should look good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh man, so
Oh.
great. Well, out
This
in
is
Richmond, we appreciate you guys as well, shaving so far for charity. I mean, come on, that's cool.
I mean, you shaved your beard off.
I did. I shaved right in between segments. This is gone.
Just like ripped it off. It was amazing.
It was
Wow.
amazing. Gosh, well, we are so excited. Gosh, how can we top that?
Are you speechless right now?
I am a little bit.
I feel like you're a little speechless. No more hair on Joran. Believe me, I think it's gonna grow back in like 2 weeks. We should have updates
Comment
on the
below
growth.
if you think it's going to be 2 weeks. I think it's going to be longer than that. Maybe not at all. Maybe.
You know what? He's gonna wake up tomorrow morning rolling out of bed with a long beard once again.
He's going to be like, wow, what a hangover. Just kidding. So, you know what? We've had a great time.
Holy cow, it's been quite a week. Driver Appreciation Week 2023.
2023.
It's not
Still
too late
2023.
if you're on the West Coast anyway.
That's right.
We're still We're still people are coming in. They're being served food. We got barbecue over here.
We got all kinds of stuff. Again, if you didn't make it to a terminal this week, don't worry. We're gonna hold your gift for you. So stop by your terminal as soon as you can. Pick up your driver gift. Man, we just want to say thank you.
Thank you to our drivers out there for doing the hard work out on the road. We want to make sure that everybody knows that you are the heroes on the road. We don't have any of this without you.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
we had a have a raffle winner.
Wait, what? Breaking news, we've got a raffle winner.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, hey.
I have the magic box with us.
Oh,
you do have the magic box. Yourself first?
Yeah, my name is Annette Moscoso, and I am with Driver Qualifications here in Phoenix. I do a lot of the training and all that good stuff.
And this is the first time you've ever seen Joran without a beard, isn't it?
Yes, I've known him for about 13 years now, and he's a different person.
I'm looking over there, and I just can't get enough of it. It's too great. So what do you got for us?
Yeah, so I know in the raising of money, we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge our owner-operators that donated. I myself spent 10 years in owner-operators, so I'm excited to be able to do this. But we have this box here that
What's in the box?
Well, they're just little name pulls.
Oh, it's for a raffle.
Yeah, we're going to pull someone that the Phoenix terminal here is giving away a set of steer tires to one lucky owner-operator.
Nice. So they donated to the shaving of the head. I know Contractors Corner, they all kind of pulled together and got a bunch of owners together. So we're going to find out who won.
Tina, do you want to do the honors?
I feel like we need to raise this box just a little. All right?
I don't want to cheat. No, okay.
No. And, drum roll.
We have Jim Wall.
From our Sumner terminal.
Nice.
Jim Wall.
If you know Jim, let him know, or hopefully he's tuning in.
I think he is. I thought I saw a comment from Jim. Jim, if you're on, you just want to set steer tires.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
perfect
awesome.
training after summer. So.
Yeah. Yes. And
Exactly.
that's incredible. That is from one of our amazing vendors who donated for the same cause. It's amazing. And oh my goodness.
Well, thank you, Annette, so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for all you do at Swift here. And to our drivers, we love you so much. We couldn't do any of this without you.
We really appreciate you.
Please. I like Jim. It's me.
That's you, Jim. Way to go.
That's exciting, Jim. Well, hey, I don't have anything else to say other than you're awesome.
Thank you, everybody out there. And to send us off for Driver Appreciation Week, we've got our last thank you video. Thanks for tuning in with us all week. And thank you for being our unsung heroes out there, our drivers. Have a great one, everybody.
Be safe.
My name is David Tillman. I work with our safety and recruiting teams. Hey, I just want to take some time to say thank you for your amazing work. We appreciate you so much. For me personally, thank you so much for your commitment to safety. Love working with you all. Thank you. Enjoy Driver Appreciation Week.
Hello, Swift drivers. This is Mark Deere from Swift Dedicated Services. Want to wish everyone a happy Driver Appreciation Week. This is our chance to enjoy and celebrate your performance as professional drivers. And to our dedicated drivers, thank you for the great work that you do with all of our valued customer partners. And thank you for helping each other as well. So have a great week and let's all be safe. Thanks.
Just wanted to take a second and tell all the hardworking drivers out there how much we appreciate you and thank you. Without you, this nation would grind to a screeching halt in no time. So appreciate all your hard work out there and dedication.
I want to express my gratitude to the hardworking, dedicated men and women that drive for Swift and really any company over the road. Our drivers make sacrifices on a daily basis, and your families make sacrifices as well as you're over the road, moving goods throughout our economy. We're humbled to be the support staff that helps our drivers be successful every day, and we hope you feel the appreciation, not just this week, but every week that you work at Swift. Thank you.